Debadging your truck or car, it brings a whole lot of character to your car, and it's actually really easy and takes very little stuff. It just takes a lot of time, brings a lot of character to a car. All you really need is your favorite adhesive remover, a heat gun, a plastic putty knife, some towels, because you're going to use a lot of elbow grease, and then fishing string for certain badges that the glue doesn't want to come up on. And then we're just going to go through this side here. We have the rest of it done, and it's gone pretty easily otherwise. And we'll just show you how it's done really quick. And then at the end of it, we buff it down so they're a little dirt line that I'll show will be right there trapped, and then you have to knock that down. So, all right. So the main thing is we wash this down so that you're not grinding any more dirt into it. And then when we're done, we're going to wash it again before we buff it. But what you're going to do is you're going to warm about like a 6 to 8 inch area, foot maybe, to get that warm, so that's like warm to the touch but not hot, because if you make it too hot then you'll start bubbling in paint, and you definitely don't want to do that while you're trying to make it look cooler. So you just go like this for a little bit, and then once we think it's hot enough, we're going to start prying on it a little bit. And I like to actually warm the metal behind it a little bit more than the badge or bumper strip that's in front of it, just so that it gets the adhesive to loosen up on the other side. And this is where it makes it really easy to use a putty knife, because then you can start it and then come in with your hands behind it and get that. And then if you want to like keep your badge or your bumper or whatever decal it is, you're going to want to be as gentle with it as you can, but we don't really care here, so we're just going to wing it. For the final bit of like adhesive that's still left on, what you do is you usually just go in here and you kind of roll it and keep it warm so that it'll keep going. And then you can keep big rolling chunks like that. And then my buddy Colton here's got gloves on because he decided to put a hole in his thumb from rubbing it raw. So be a little bit careful and wary of that. All right, so you can see like the adhesive that's left behind even after peeling it like that. And some glue is definitely better or worse for getting it off. But you can see that. And then you're gonna use your adhesive remover and elbow grease and just start going like back and forth on that until you can get most of this off. You'll have a little lip, right? Like that little lip there and that little lip there on badges, just from the dirt that collects there. And that's what will happen, and we'll come back later and hit it with a buffer. Well, we're gonna try to do it with just the fishing wire so that we save this badge, so that if someone is doing that, we can show it's like halfway possible. The main thing is to like get it so that it's just on the edge of this and you're not touching the paint at all with the wire. And then we'll just set up a little quick time lapse. It's not hard at all. Once you get the feel for it, it's super easy. So. When it comes to debadging, sometimes fishing string will be really handy because you can come in here underneath that and start sawing the glue out. And the more warm that glue is, the easier it'll cut. So I'm gonna go back through and heat this back up and go back through, and I'll show you quick how much easier it goes. So this is with it a lot warmer, and you kind of just go against the grain of it so it's not slicing metal or the paint, and then you will have it snap from time to time, but just keep going like this. The more patience you have, the better it goes. Here's some quick before and afters of the debadging. Once you get the adhesive all off, you wash it again and then you go buff it. I'm not really that great at buffing, so if you want to go look that up, I'm sure there's other YouTube videos to look at. So far, if you liked the video though, please give it a like and possibly subscribe. Thank you.